Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of this super cute school bus tissue box cover. There are 2 separate videos because I don't want the video to be too long, and you can find the link to part 1 in the description box along with the link to the writing pattern. If you're watching part 2 first, then here are the materials needed. For this project, I'm using number 4 medium acrylic yarn. Yellow is the main color, of course. Then I have light gray and the dark gray. If you only have one gray, then one is fine. We also need a little bit of black yarn and a tiny bit of red and white yarn for the lights. A number 4 and a number 5mm hook, a pair of scissors, a yarn needle, stitch markers, and I always like to use bobby pins and some stuffing. This is my crochet ring. With this crochet ring, I could crochet for hours without putting down my hook, and I highly recommend it if you crochet a lot or to have to work on big projects. It is to help ease the pain on the finger so that the yarn is not pulling the finger. Super helpful. The link is also in the description box. To make the front of the bus, we are starting off with the dark gray. Make a slip knot. I'm using a 5mm hook, 15 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start off on the second chain. 1, 2, that's this one over here. Place a single crochet and single crochet into every stitch. By the end of the round, there will be 14 stitches. To begin round 2, 1 chain and turn. Place a single crochet into every stitch. By the end of the round, we still have the same number of stitches of 14. And I meet you on round 3. To begin round 3, 1 chain and turn. On the first stitch, that's this one here, place a single crochet, 2 chains, 1, 2, and a single crochet into the same stitch. And we just form a corner and place a marker in the 2 chain space. Then single crochet into 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 12. On the last stitch, single crochet, 2 chains, and a single crochet. We just form the second corner. Place a marker on the 2 chain space. Now we're going to work on this side. At the corner here, place a single crochet, 2 chains, single crochet. And use a marker on the 2 chain space. From here, single crochet into 12 stitches. On the last stitch here, form another corner, single crochet, 2 chains, single crochet. And then from here, join the round by slip stitch into the first stitch. 1 chain and cut yarn. The total number of stitches for this round is 32. Round 4 is a color changing round. And we're going to insert the yellow yarn into the first stitch. Tie a knot, insert your hook, pull through, 1 chain to begin. In the same stitch, place a single crochet. In the 2 chain space of where the marker is, single crochet, 2 chains, single crochet. Single crochet into 14 stitches, and this will bring us to the next marker. At the marker here, in the 2 chain space, single crochet, 2 chains, single crochet. Single crochet into 2 stitches. At the marker, single crochet, 2 chains, single crochet. And single crochet into 14 stitches into the next marker. At the marker here, place a single crochet, 2 chains, single crochet. On the last stitch, single crochet. And this is the end of round 4, with a total of 40 stitches. Round 5 is another increase round. So slip stitch into the first stitch, 1 chain, single crochet into 2 stitches, 1, 2. At the corner, place a single crochet, 2 chains, and single crochet. Then single crochet into the next marker to form a corner, and repeat all around. By the end of the round, there will be 48 stitches, and I meet you on round 6. Round 6 to round 11 are the same. Slip stitch into the first stitch to join the round, 1 chain. Place a single crochet into every stitch. And when we get to the corner in the 2 chain space, right here, place a single crochet. Just like that. Then single crochet into every stitch into the next corner and do the same. By the end of the round, there will be 52 stitches. At the end of round 11, slip stitch to join, 1 chain, and cut yarn. Before you cut, make sure to leave a long tail for stitching. The last part of the pattern is the wheels, and we need to make 6 of them. To begin the pattern, start with the dark gray to make a magic circle. And this time, I'm using a 4mm hook because I want the wheel to be smaller. Once you have the magic circle, place 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull the tail to close. Join the round, so slip stitch into the first stitch. One chain, and cut yarn. Round 2 is to insert the black yarn into the first stitch. Tie a knot, Insert your hook, pull through, 1 chain to begin. In the same stitch, place 2 single crochet. That's 1. 2. Place 2 single crochet into every stitch, and by the end of the round, there will be 12 stitches. Once you have 12 stitches, slip stitch to join the round, 1 chain, cut yarn, and make sure to leave a long tail. This is the back wheel. The back wheel, I added some yellow yarn on top to make it to stand out. Before we do, make sure the tail is on top because we want this to be on the bottom. And I also changed it to a 5mm hook, but you can use the same hook that you were using before. Insert the hook into any stitches, as long as the tail is on top. From here, single crochet into 7 stitches. 1, and 7. 1 chain and cut yarn. Make sure to leave a long tail for stitching. I made the front wheels a little bit differently from the back wheels because they need to be thicker to support the front of the bus. We need to have 2 of this and stitch them back to back all around. Once it's done, put it aside. With the yellow yarn, make a chain of 8. And again, I'm using the 5mm hook. Start on the second chain, single crochet into 7 stitches as to the end of the chain. On the last stitch, 1 chain, leave a long tail before cutting. Alright, so now we have all the pieces and we are going to stitch this yellow piece on top of the wheel first. This yellow piece lies flat on top, and make sure the black tail is on top because we want this part to be on the bottom. Alright, now we have all the pieces. And now it's time to put everything together. We are going to attach the back wheel to the bus first. Attach it in between window number 5 and number 6, right here. It's okay to have it hang over the gray line. And the yellow part is in a straight line. I started by stitching the black tail all around to hold in position first. Then later, I work with the yellow tail. Next is the front of the bus. I find it easier to work with while it's on the tissue box. One thing to keep in mind is to try to make this part to be as straight as possible. Then I use stitch markers to hold in place. Before we stitch, make sure to leave a little space on the edge here. The front wheel sits on the side of the front of the bus like this, and we're only attaching the top half of the wheel to the bus. Again, I'm working with the black tail to hold it in position first. When I'm working with the yellow tail, I'm only attaching the edge of it to the bus. Lastly is the details. Cut a long piece of black yarn, and we're going to work on the details on the side. Make it about 3 or 4 stitches apart. We just created one straight line. And now bring it to one row down and repeat. Do the same on the other side. For the lights, I'm using a small piece of red yarn. And this light goes above the windshield up here. Each light I'm going over twice. Once the front of the bus is done, and do the same at the back of the bus. For the wipers, we only need a small piece of black yarn. Eyeball it to find the center. And you want to start under this light at the bottom over here. Make it about 2 rows up. Find the center. And finish it off on the other light. Basically, the bus is done. But on the last minute, I decided to add a headlight. And this is how I do it. With a small piece of white yarn, you can insert from anywhere, but I'm going to insert it from here. Don't pull it all the way in. And I want the headlight to be at the corner right here. Go through it one more time. Bring the yarn to the other side and make another headlight. I then tie a knot and I tuck in the tails. And there you go, the bust is complete. And that's it for today. I hope you liked today's project. Don't forget to check out part 1. The link is in the description box. And please comment below to let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and the notification bell. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!